All right, good morning. I'm not even going to tell you what day it is anymore because I just don't even remember. All I know is that we're headed from Santa Fe, New Mexico to Holbrook, Arizona today. We're going to be staying there for a couple of days, and then we're going to be going to see the Petrified Forest and the Painted Desert while we are there. Today's ride is about 280 miles roughly. We're going to be stopping for some breakfast along the way, and of course we have all of our inconvenient gear on. "100 miles down today. Quite a bit of traffic out there on I-40 today. Stopped at this little place called Dancing Eagle, and a little false advertising. Their signs make it look like they got a restaurant with some good food there. Well, they don't. So I'm just gonna have a coffee and a honey bun. So at this point, there isn't much of Route 66 left going through this area of the country. There are little sections here or there where you can get off and on, but again, there's not a whole lot to stop and see. So we're just interstating it basically today. You know, when we get to Holbrook, there's a couple of things that we can go see there in town. But other than that, we're just on the interstate. And you know, in truth, this is what Route 66 is today, right? You go through these small towns and there's nothing there anymore. It's actually quite depressing in some of them. But this is where everything is. All of these gas stations, like this little place right here, you know, has a casino, has a market. You know, this is where everything is nowadays. Those of you who have been following me since 2011 when I started this channel might recognize this mural in the background. Right, this is where we stopped when we were on our trip out to Prescott, Arizona. But I said we didn't have enough drama, so now we have drama. We had a hotel change for the night because we pulled in to where we were going to stay, Brad's Desert Inn in Holbrook, Arizona. Looks great online. In fact, the rooms weren't too bad, but what they don't tell you is that there's a train that runs by every half an hour that goes right behind the hotel, and the area that it was in wasn't. So yeah, so my little drama queen back here just did not want to stay there.
Too old.
I didn't put up too much of a fight, though, I have to say. So they were very nice, though. They were great. They said, that's fine. If you don't want to cancel, no problem. So we came here to the brand new La Quinta in town. So this is more the old man style anyway.
And I didn't have to cry.
Yet. The one problem with this place is, though, they won't let us park underneath the awning. After checking into the hotel, we walked a few blocks downtown to find a restaurant, and of course stopped to take a few pictures of the local inhabitants. We found a great restaurant called Bienvenidos that we ate at a couple of times while we were in town, and we found that they had really great fresh food there. We can really strongly recommend it if you're coming into Holbrook. Then at the end of the evening, we enjoyed a beautiful sunset. We're on the way to Petrified Forest National Park. And one thing I forgot to bring with me was a belt, so my jeans are falling off of me right now, which I guess is a good thing. But so we're stopping here at the Painted Desert Indian Center so that we can see if I can get a belt. And of course, they've got all kinds of cool things out here to take pictures of. If you don't know this about me, I love dinosaurs ever since I was a little kid. I've even sculpted them on my own, so whenever I see a dinosaur, I've got to stop and take a picture. No belts. After failing on our mission to find a belt, we jumped back on the bikes and headed to the Petrified Forest National Park, where we rode through the amazing scenery of the Painted Desert and then on to the Petrified Forest. So here we are, Petrified Forest National Park. This is the Painted Desert that is in Petrified Forest National Park, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. Along with the amazing beauty, the Petrified Forest is the only national park that has a segment of old Route 66 that runs through it. This old car marks where Route 66 used to intersect the park. So we're sitting here in Petrified Forest National Park doing a little hike, and we look back behind us and there is a train going by, literally miles long, of nothing but military hardware. Is there something going on we don't know? So right now we are walking to Puerto Pueblo. From what I was reading, it was about 700 years old, and that people have been occupying the area of Petrified Forest National Park for the last 13,000 years. Another cool thing about the Petrified Forest is that there are several locations where you get to see some old petroglyphs created by some of the old Native American tribes from the area. So here we are in the bottom of the Badlands, walking through, I guess, Blue Mesa. It's a little hike off of Blue Mesa. And seeing lots of old petrified trees. If we don't make it out, well, please send a search party. We are old and we have to walk back up a pretty good hill. One of the places that you must go if you're going to the Petrified Forest is up to Blue Mesa, and you need to take a little hike that takes you down into the canyon itself, where you can not only see a bunch of the petrified wood that is lying around, but you also get an idea of the forces of nature that were at play when they created this amazing place. Okay, we're starting the ascent. So the audio of this video may be a little disturbing. Holy fuck. For old man, that's not easy. After finishing the Petrified Forest, we returned to Holbrook and walked again down to Bienvenidos because I wanted to try a piece of their coconut cream pie. And it was worth it. It was very good. On day 17, we headed out from Holbrook, Arizona. But before we left, we got to chat with a fellow traveler in the parking lot of our hotel. And it turns out that this guy was heading up to his wife's hometown to spread her ashes there. Talking with this gentleman reminded us just how fragile and special life is. Don't waste it. Get out there and do what you want. Have fun. And be kind to each other. First stop of the day, Jackrabbit Trading Post, so Kevin and I could both ride the rabbit. The Jackrabbit Trading Post is another one of those quirky little shops that exist on Route 66. They're fun to go in, to look around at all of the strange decor that some of them have. And of course, you end up buying something. I think everybody who goes in there buys something. For me, I grabbed a sticker. So here we are. We made it to Winslow, Arizona. Standing on the corner park here. Little memorial to Glenn Frey over there. Winslow has really done a great job with the standing on the corner park, and it's really nice to see that they've got more businesses coming into town and attracting more tourists in to help their economy. I came through here in 2011, and this has changed quite a bit. I guess it's got a lot more popular since then. There's now a bar standing across the street. There's a souvenir stand over here that wasn't there, and I don't even remember that there was this little restaurant across the corner. So a lot of stuff here in the last 10 years or so. So that's cool. Winslow's getting some business. Continuing on the Route 66 food parade, we're in Winslow, Arizona. And they got a lot of new businesses here, and so one of them is called the Sip Shop. It is a old-fashioned soda fountain here. So we decided to come in and grab ourselves a root beer float, which I haven't had in eons. After leaving Winslow, we headed towards Barringer Meteor Crater. So we just got done at Meteor Crater, at Barringer Meteor Crater. We took the little guided tour, which goes out about a quarter mile on the rim of the crater. And it's pretty cool. They've done a nice job in there with, you know, making a movie and so forth of the impact of the crater and so forth. So it's definitely worth doing if you're out this way, especially if you're interested in these kind of natural things that happen to the earth. All right, guys, so we had a great day today. We went just about 135, 140 miles. But along the way, we stopped in Winslow, Arizona. Had a root beer float that I haven't had in quite a long time. And then what we did was went to Meteor Crater for about, I don't know, a couple of hours there. And then we headed to Flagstaff, got some food, and then now we're camping here in Williams, Arizona. You can see the tent is set up behind me, and we've got some guys from Louisiana who have been out on a trip out into the Southwest. So that's who you hear here in the background. But so we're just gonna be here for the night, and then tomorrow we head towards Kingman, Arizona. So here's our setup in here. Basically, you can see this tent is big enough for two of us. I'm over here, and yes, I have a Route 66 pillowcase. My sister-in-law made that for me. Thank you, Susan. And then, of course, Kevin is over here. He hasn't spread his sleeping bag out yet. But I've got my front country bed, and then down there underneath, I've got my big Exped 10 Mega Mat. Very comfortable. We have some little electric fans there that will help make it comfortable and keep the wind moving inside the tent. And of course, we have a nice vestibule out here to store our boots and things keep them dry. So that's it. That's the campsite. Look what we got today. A gift for doing a good deed. Can't tell you why we were given them.
But we can stay in the country.
That's right.